in murder cases, of course, and especially in preliminary hearing, the first thing is to test the probable cause and go back and forth about the evidence they have in the case. It seems that what we were able to get out this hearing is that he was not the shooter and that he did not have a gun. There seemed to be some evidence that seemed to support that he was possibly on the scene, but when we dove into that, that's coming from video surveillance from one of the stores around the Pizza Hut. And I asked specifically whether or not he could be identified on that video footage by the police, and the answer to that question was no. I think the answer was that none of their faces, or none of the individuals' faces, could be seen on that footage. So then we come down to this eyewitness, whoever this individual is, and them being able to identify an individual from a video where no one else could identify an individual from a video. It kind of gets tricky when it comes down to that. So for those reasons, I was pushing that there was no probable cause to say that he had participated in this, because if that eyewitness is giving information that is not correct, then he sits down here at the jail for 2 years until this case comes to trial, maybe longer.
There's been a murder warrant out for your client for some time. He was apprehended in Oklahoma City after a traffic stop. Why didn't he just turn himself in with the murder warrant out there?
Well, I think there are a lot of different ways to answer that question. Turning yourself in per se on a murder warrant doesn't guarantee that you're going to get any different treatment when it comes down to the court system. I've had individuals who've turned themselves in and we walked them in through the Sally Port, and we've gone in and argued that they're not a flight risk, and then our answer is it's a murder. Of course it's a flight risk. So that I don't think that there's any necessarily incentive, unfortunately. Now, I'm not saying that there should not be. There should be an incentive for turning yourself in. But in my practice, in this area, it has not mattered either way. We're going to continue to vigorously defend him and try to get to the bottom of this case. We've got a long way to go, and this thing has been investigated for a long time as well. So we'll see